Alex here, BlueMoonRisingTV. This is the transfer target. Busy weekend on the transfer rumour mill, especially for City. I think the first name I'm going to talk about, probably the biggest story of the weekend, is this man, a certain Eden Hazard. Now, he's been linked with City last night, the first time I think he's been linked with us. Seriously, Daily Mirror started at about 10 o'clock and it's spread across the media. All the papers are reporting it. It's the big story of the day today. Eden Hazard. He's been linked with PSG, with Real Madrid, all the way through the season. He's a fraction of the player that he was last year. And it looks like Abramovich and Chelsea have got used to the idea that he is one away. He's out of there. His heart's not in anymore. And that means they're going to open up a bidding war. And we've got to get used to the fact that every time a good player, a world-class player becomes available, City are going to be linked with them. That's the way it goes now. And it looks like we're going to offer up to £80 million. That's what the papers are reporting. We've definitely got the financial wherewithal to compete with PSG and Madrid. Whether Hazard would want to stay in the Premier League, I'm not sure. I think he feels he's done there. He might want to move to PSG, play in France, where he's played before, very successful, or move to Spain and play for Real Madrid, especially if it looks like either Bale or Ronaldo on the move. They've been moves away to be a role for him to play. And secondly, I'm not convinced that Abramovich would let him come to another Premier League, would let him play for a rival. He'd much prefer him, say, play in France or Spain away, where he's not going to cause Chelsea too many problems. So it's going to be interesting how it develops. I'm not convinced. Like I said, I'm going to put it all the way over there, but we'll leave on that one. Maybe in the week, maybe it'll develop. We'll see. It's a move potential for the summer. The other story that I want to talk about is a certain Wilfried Bony. This one's an outgoing, of course. Bony struggled this season. A lot of City fans losing patience with him. He's harder to watch. He's not enjoyed it. He said that 2015 was one of the hardest years of his career. It looks like Swansea need a striker. They're in trouble. They're in a relegation battle. Bony obviously was a massive success at Swansea. He's a bit of a cult hero there. It would be an ideal move for him. He's not enjoying his football. He's not getting the game time that he wants. He's not scoring the goals. They need someone. They need a quick fix. Weirdly, though, in his post-match interview, Alan Curtis, the newly appointed Swansea manager, described the move as very unlikely. Now, that could mean one or two things. It could mean that the move is very unlikely, or it could mean that Swansea are pretending they're not interested to drive down the price, get themselves a cheaper deal. So watch this one as it develops. I'll put him in the middle because I'm not sure what's happening with it, but maybe tomorrow, maybe further on, he can move further away from the club and get that move sorted. My talking points for you. I'd love to hear what you've got to say in the comments. Number one, on Eden Hazard. A, could you see it happening, or is it just nonsense paper talk? And B, if he did come to City, what role would Hazard play? Where does he fit into the system? Who do you drop? Is it Sterling? Is it Silva, De Bruyne? How does he fit in? Let me know what you think. Do we need him? And secondly, with Wilfried Bony, if Bony does go, does that mean that we buy a replacement in January, or we promote Kelechi and Kelechi becomes the backup to Aguero, gets all those first team opportunities? Let me know what you think. I'm always glad to hear what you've got to say. If you're enjoying the transfer target, do give it a like. And if you're new to BlueMoonRisingTV, make sure you subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.